What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody in the chat? Shout out to Ronell, Chris, Tiffany, your girl, Teresa, everybody in the chat. I'm gonna play a couple more songs, give people time to pop on up in here. But have y'all noticed? It seems like these YouTube streets is hot. Let me throw this song out here to shout out the YouTube streets right about now.
You believe in getting the work done, in the pride that comes from taking care of your land. Whether it's your backyard oasis or a field that feeds the world, Tennessee Traffic.
Miss Lady T said you took it back to 99. I felt like that was the perfect year. That's when a lot of allegations started swarming. But like I said from jump, it's the hypocrisy for me and how people like to pick and choose certain things to want to use to manipulate the media. Now, of course, we know with the news that just came out where this live is going, but let's go ahead and pay some homage.
Ashley Home Store's President's Day sale is here. Save up to 50% off throughout the store.
Ain't it funny looking at all these reactions to what we knew was bound to come? But it's funny, up until the New York Federal and the Chicago Federal, Chicago State was adamant they were going to continue to pursue their case. But it's ironic, after all, their little witnesses exposed themselves and so many others, they knew that state case was not going to seal a conviction. And the gag is the way they, I guess you can say, conspired with other jurisdictions in order to bring in the feds is exactly the reason why a lot of us are adamant and still saying free R. Kelly. First thing people said when they heard the news about the state case being dropped was, well, he still got all these other years. And nobody goes into the topic of this man's appeal. And I find that very interesting, especially when I felt like from day one, all of the people that say they support R. Kelly should have been consistent in building platforms to show this man's innocence. But the fact remains, so many people started platforms in order to go at individuals. So many started platforms for their own motivations. And if all of you or some of you are watching what's going on in this so-called R. Kelly sector, you see that a lot of the messaging and behind the scenes bullshit, as I said, trickled over into this man's case. And you had people against him interfering with his case, and you had people portraying to be supporting him interfering with his case. But what we're going to do is replay a previous video that I've summarized what I feel about Kim Fox and the reasons that I feel led to her really dropping this case, considering her biggest contributor has been convicted not once, but twice of extortion. Yeah. So while we're talking about the fact that, again, this case was dropped, let's now go into how corrupt these people behave, the misconduct that went on, the lies that were presented to grand jury in order to get this man indicted, and the fact that this man should have never been arrested in the first fucking place. Especially when you're going to bank off of using so-called bad act witnesses that have already openly stated they've received settlements. But it's funny you want to turn those settlements into this pattern of racketeering and still not establish a pattern of money going to this man, but yet build this RICO enterprise that does not profit shit. Well, at least on Robert Kelly's behalf. But let's get into this video. All right, Kim Fox.
With money from the receptionist.
And another thing, you gonna tell us this story. All right, Kim Fox.
With money from the receptionist.
And another thing, you gonna tell us this story talking about the girl skip school. Wait a minute. The 16-year-old girl left school, took a cab, went to R. Kelly's. So you mean to tell me they allowed this girl to leave school without nobody's permission? And you mean to tell me you believe this story that she gets an envelope of money and she thought it was for cab money? Man, get the fuck out of here. You knew what that money was for. Y'all was soliciting. So to try to cover up the fact that this girl out here thotting and shit, man, if y'all don't stop playing with us.
And that the victim assumed that that money was to pay for the cab ride to and from Robert Kelly's studio. The envelope contained a large sum of money, more than was needed to pay for the 2 cab rides. The victim had
Almost a decade after the fact. Okay.
in an incident which occurred between September 26, 1998 and September 25, 2001. A grand jury returned an indictment on 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse based on the victim being under the age of 17 and Robert Kelly being more than 5 years older than the victim. In 2001, a witness...
Now, that is who I believe is Rashonda Lamfair, same girl from the first sex tape, same girl from this new sex tape. I ain't gonna even comment again on what I think about this new sex tape, but whatever.
Had conversations with Robert Kelly and Robert Kelly's associates, where the witness was asked to retrieve videotapes showing Robert Kelly having sexual intercourse with the victim in this case when she was only 14 years old.
That witness. Now, if you notice right there, I included Lisa Van Allen. And the purpose in me dropping some of these collages, some people just can't look at and break down piece by piece, is to give you insight as to the research that I brought out that led me to realize that these witnesses they're using are full of shit. All of them.
But I think listening to
committed one of the worst egregious acts that a prosecutor can commit. And I want y'all to spread this video around to everybody you know and ask them to spread this around to everybody. They know and everybody. They know and they know and they know and they know. We can get the word out there.
Now let's pause right here, because there seems to be some confusion. What's up, Dana? There seems to be some confusion. Because like I just previously said, as I suggested to everybody who came in contact with me, I saw the division start to come into play. So let's go back to the people who may remember. Let me trigger a memory for you. Do you or do you not recall a video being made in which it was before the defense fund came to be, in which Levi called out specific bloggers to reach out to him? Now, from that point, when I did reach out to him, as my name was called, the defense fund was brought to me. Now, the mere fact that there was a lot of individuals that were fully aware of what's going on with that, had no problem with it at the origins, is the clear reason why I never partook in any of the beefs about the damn defense fund, when clearly I said the only thing that I would be verifying would come from his attorneys. But then you had people on the internet, they wanted to be the attorney, the judge, the prosecutors, every fucking body to so-called help R. Kelly, as the prosecutors were building their case, showing you that these people are actually doing things for him, I guess, in a criminal nature. So with that being said, when you see things like the defense fund being brought up when this man is trying to get bond, and people continuously pumping, let's talk about this, let's talk about that, and nobody took the initiative to even look into, well, what is a defense fund? What is a trust fund? Etc., etc. The fact is, if you wanted my opinion, the only thing that I could tell you is that seemed like a more safe alternative, considering, as I said then, these people knew that these accusers were going to be targeting assets. With that being said, as I suggested, when people, hold on one second. When people owe a debt and they're getting money in their commissary, it's going to be deducted from that. How much? I couldn't tell you. I wasn't finna spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. But the point remained, nobody with any common sense would be coming out here on these platforms to advocate for a person's innocence. And every time you turn around, it's about money. Anytime you saw any individual, I don't care who it was, focusing primarily on fundraising, money, anything to extort, in my opinion, money from R. Kelly's fans, instead of focusing on putting the content out there, clearly that is what showed me a lot of people's motivation and the need for credit while trying to discredit so many others gave me the impression these people might be under the impression they're doing things to get in R. Kelly's good graces. It don't change the fact that I still said and stand by the fact that it was dumb. But the reason why I put all that in there right here at the point of this video is to catch up all the people who are coming into this situation blind to the fact, going from platform to platform, taking bits and pieces, and don't know how we got to this point. So let me re-emphasize what I just pointed out. Why? Because obviously you just saw Levi on the screen. You see what's going on. And I wanted to bring you to the front of how a lot of this got started with a lot of different bloggers. And still, when bloggers started to realize they had conflict with one another, the fact that everybody wanted to make their conflicts content is the issue that I have always had with these people. Anywho.
What she did was solicit potential victims. Say it again. She solicited victims after she saw the surviving R. Kelly docuseries. She went on national television and she solicited victims. You've never seen that done in all of the years of watching press conferences about alleged crimes. You've never seen it. It was unprecedented. Now, when this tape goes up, when this video goes up, they about to go crazy because they know that I busted them. Believe me, so we gotta act quick. She solicited she solicited victims, she knew when she was soliciting them that if they were to come forward with lies, that they knew that they would possibly benefit in a lawsuit, doing books, doing interviews, being a part of this big, grandiose case to execute, prosecute, persecute, and crucify R. Kelly. Now they can write books. If they're able to do it, they'll go and write books. They'll be in interviews. So, listen, we're talking about two things. Not only did she solicit victims, people listen to me. Not only did she solicit victims, she knew by doing that press conference after surviving R. Kelly that anybody that wanted some money was going to come forward.
Now let's pause right there, because let's introduce the confusion. From that, some of you may remember, then all these personal attacks started to come to be. Then everybody wanted to try to figure out who these people are supporting R. Kelly. Then you had these people coming out talking about they want to debate with R. Kelly supporters. Then you had me coming out telling you I ain't debating with a motherfucking body. I ain't debating about shit. I'm here to put to y'all what I come to, what I conclude. I didn't ask none of these people to reach out to me, okay? With that being said, I damn sure ain't gonna be in the midst of grown people bullshit when I done said 100 fucking times, ain't none of this shit had to escalate the way it is. And considering, as we see, the nature within the Black community, we like to get mad at each other and get on these platforms and just put a whole lot of information out here and then get to looking dumb when the other people start using that to prosecute us. Okay? That's all I've been saying for 4 fucking years. Almost a decade after the fact. Okay.
In an incident which occurred between September 26, 1998 and September 25, 2001, a grand jury returned an indictment on 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse based on the victim being under the age of 17 and Robert Kelly being more than 5 years older than the victim. In 2001, a witness...
Now, that is who I believe is Rashonda Landfair, the same girl from the first sex tape, same girl from this new sex tape. I ain't gonna comment again on what I think about this new sex tape, but whatever.
had conversations with Robert Kelly and Robert Kelly's associates, where the witness was asked to retrieve videotapes showing Robert Kelly having sexual intercourse with the victim in this case when she was only 14 years old.
That witness. Oh, pause right there. Let me tell you how that charge right there fell the fuck apart. According to the person that witness gave the tape to, there was no minor on that tape. Okay. There was also other individuals implicated in this extortion plot. So to then make this a federal case about obstruction is the clear signs that this some bullshit. Okay? So if y'all ain't putting it together, how that state case was put into the federal cases, which is going to be overturned, and why people should put more focus in these transcripts, push perjury, push these people to revoke these immunities and stop worrying about people's damn opinions, then maybe the outside world won't have such an issue with saying free R. Kelly. Because you know, like I know, this was never about muting R. Kelly. And if you think that everybody that's quiet think he's guilty, you crazy. But clearly, as you see, when people start coming out here and talk common sense, you got people that lie, want to come out here and play games. And I ain't got time for these motherfucking people. Okay? Sorry. That was
But I think listening to
so the allegations are not new to her. No, know why? Because they already been investigating such allegations and they have never found anything that they could charge this man with. Nothing. But if they wanted to rehatch this sex tape, they could have been did that. But they follow this whole Me Too movement, this whole propaganda agenda. And let me just state for the record, I am absolutely the last person to victim shame or bash, because I, just like most women, have my own stories in which I might share at one point in time. Maybe I won't. No, but I definitely won't be writing no book trying to get famous. I definitely ain't gonna be trying to be on no reality show trying to make money off any of my situations. Like, if nothing else, everybody gotta recognize when you put yourself in fucked up situations, you have to take accountability for yourself. Now let's pause right here, because again, a lot of these people, maybe they don't understand the way some people communicate, especially me, even though I broke this already down. The purpose of me giving you the visuals is, again, so you can pay attention to the facts that these people put out here as the truth. So you had the Michael Avenatti's coming out here with the tapes. He had three to be exact. Then you had Gloria Allred coming out with the tapes. So they want to try to tuck Avenatti on out the picture because clearly he corrupted the whole damn case. Now, as I said a long time ago, the chain of custody should have been in question from day one. And the fact that I never saw that being challenged was a red flag to me. Moving on to these predicate acts. All of these individual isolated events that these people were doing, including these settlements and all these janky ass deals in the background, it just seems like to me this is what they were trying to build to establish this pattern of racketeering. The problem with that is, where is the money? What did this man profit? There, you cannot have a racketeering case and not have a trail of money. I've said this so many times. So when I give you this layout of what I feel gives a pattern of extortion, and I see the government flip it and use it against this man, like, make this shit make sense.
she is 14 years old, and Robert Kelly is
almost a decade after the fact. Oh, what the heck is going on?
committed one of the worst of
State Police for DNA testing, and the semen was identified on the shirt. The male DNA identified.
Okay. Right there. Now, I've shown ample times the screen grab of one of these Jane Does, which was Geronda Pace, who claims to have handed in DNA evidence. The problem is that, according to what she said before the trial, she said she took this so-called evidence down to Cook County. They didn't do nothing about it. Somehow she got that same evidence back and was able to resubmit the same evidence years and years later. That don't sound crazy.
Speculated on her and gave that shirt to the Olympia Fields Police Department. The shirt was submitted for DNA testing, and semen was identified on the shirt. At this time, I would like to thank the dedicated assistant state's attorneys who are standing with me and in this office, the investigators, victim witness, and the support staff who have worked diligently on this matter. As you all know, because this is a pending criminal case, I cannot comment any further. With that, I thank you.
Now it seemed like to me, since she couldn't comment any further, she would have reeled in her witnesses that were running amok on these social media platforms. You want to know why? Because they are the ones who gave me insight while a whole bunch of degenerate rejects came to the internet trying to flip the script as though people were victim shaming these people who should never have been publicly identified, considering they have victims' rights. Make it make sense. Same thing I said about the fact that you have old Porky Pig, Jim Derogatis, continuously writing stories about this girl, Rashona Landfair. You got this docuseries coming out blasting this girl, Rashona Landfair. You got the auntie keep coming out with her story. So is it a surprise that this so-called surprise witness gets on the stand and incriminates her damn aunt? Not only her aunt, but Andrea Kelly. And the fact that the general public don't want to talk about that, that's why I know they full of shit. And if you hear people talking about how this state case was dropped and this man still shouldn't be free, even though all of this information is coming to the light, it shows you that most of these people that are against R. Kelly are suffering from their own traumas. They're deflecting their own pain. And instead of putting that energy into doing something about their own trauma, they think that projecting using these characters is going to get them some type of justice. But I'm here to tell you, all of those lies, in my opinion, will be overturned.
Some of you may not think anything is wrong with
committed one of the worst
Why is he skipping?
Olympia Fields, Cook County, Illinois. Between May 1st.
Okay.
I just call bullshit. Kim Fox should be investigated. That's just my opinion. If you like this video, thumbs up. Leave your comments below. If you haven't, subscribe to my channel. And have a
But anywho, the point in showing this past upload is to show you where my content has been since I first started to uncover what I felt was misconduct, overreach, etc. And the fact that now they want to drop this state case and even the opposition want to say this is overkill. This is the reverse psychology bullshit that makes these people look like a joke to me. We've been saying this from the moment we've seen all these cases pile up.
I'm telling you, shit is real. Shit is getting real. I'm telling you, shit is real. Shit is getting real.
to the
what would you surmise from this imagery? Clearly, the major emphasis is you got the janky ass prosecutor, you got the janky ass attorney with the janky ass evidence, you got the janky ass witnesses. Like, make it make sense. So the fact that these people, again, were able to pull in their connections and go over here to different jurisdictions, does that change what I initially said? Even for example, how they brought Aaliyah into the equation. And this incident happened in Chicago. What did that incident have to do with New York? But in order to piece together all of these predicated acts to paint the picture that this man has this pattern behavior, this is the shit that I was trying to break through. Now, clearly, obviously, I wasn't there. My whole objective was to give reasonable doubt to the accusations that I read in the indictments. What didn't help the situation is when, as I pointed out, all this information that was plastered over all these social media platforms, from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter, clearly put a dent in this so-called federal investigation. And it just became very apparent they start trying to manufacture more of this case as they went. For example, taking Lisa Van Allen out as a Jane Doe, knowing, as I said, she was not 18. Yet they sold to the public this person as a star witness from the past who was a minor, etc., etc. And you never hear anybody come back to correct any of the lies that were put in Surviving R. Kelly. Now let's pause right there. So these people came out with this docuseries full of all these accusations with no police report and no real solid evidence to back up their allegations. These people came to Lifetime with pictures with R. Kelly and other things to license to them in order for their grand production. And then after they put all this bullshit out here, after they do all this protesting to isolate this man's finances, then they want to come out here and keep publicly calling out these witnesses, talking about who they need to go and report these crimes that happened 20 fucking years ago. Okay? Make it make sense. After the docuseries, you got to get this call for you to go report the crime that happened to you 20 years ago, after being on a damn docuseries talking about your story. This whole propaganda story. What happens when greed takes over and all these characters eventually expose that even the way so-called evidence was acquired and mishandled, there's red flags from the beginning of this story. But it also says a lot when people gravitate toward one of the least credible individuals from this man's first trial. And when I come out here and say they're using this last trial to build this case, and we see this magical RICO conspired right in our face, people need to peep game.
Do you think I'll ever need your love more than you need me? Show me your true colors, girl. I just wanna see. Cannot let her do an interview. Rip me apart how? Rip me apart how? No. Just be specific. Rip me apart how? Okay, I want you to find out how.
Now, I'm pretty sure people didn't put two and two together when I've said ample times in the beginning of my research with all these weirdos coming to me that some of these people wanted to be part of the problem and the solution. And the reason is because all they behind the scenes beefing, they was all over the damn place. But again, if individual people weren't in the position to let them genuinely talk, collect the information that they were getting out, and then analyze it, this is why slow people ain't gonna dictate a goddamn thing I do on this fucking internet. If I want to sit over here and listen to this, and then go over here and listen to this, and then go over here and listen to this, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Ain't nobody on this internet gonna build no platform and come attack me because they don't like to read. Clearly, ain't nobody on this internet had to patronize or subscribe to any channel when from day one, my whole thing has been do your own research. Then you could put the pieces that I give you together instead of trying to attack me and think I'm a back down from my stance because all these other characters are all over the fucking place.
Show me your true colors, girl. I just wanna see.
And I'm not saying that about anybody because it's not the nation. I know Mr. Farrakhan, you know he definitely spoke. I think he had a problem with it. Nobody really know what that's of the meeting with, but I know he did. I think he had a problem meeting with him. Nobody really know what that's of the meeting with, but I know he did have a meeting with him.
It's so freaking funny along my research, yet again, that I'm going to point how people selectively like to pick and choose the information they want to run with. Like, FYI, did any of you recognize that Jim Derogatis once tried to include the Nation of Islam as to how he got this janky ass tape? He forgot he had already written about the fact that Sparkle had possession of it and that other people were implicated in it. His story is just all over the place, but again, he's allowed to keep writing these stories under different platforms, different media outlets, pass it over to other so-called journalists or production companies, and nobody will dig into all of the inconsistencies that clearly shows why he won't get his fat ass on the damn stand and testify, period. But that just threw me off for a second. But anywho, back to it. Clary, I find it very interesting watching all these people try to send their shots toward him. But guess what? Maybe if they had went on and fulfilled their agendas, which the savages claim they were here to save their daughter, who still ain't fucking dealing with them to this day, but they came out talking about they wanted to save their daughter from this cult. They start bringing out other people's information. They start, in my opinion, putting out so much information that incriminated some people, which in my opinion could be viewed as intimidation and coercion. Yet they wanted to build these little fake ass teams to flip it as though R. Kelly supporters are doing the intimidating and harassing, when, as I just gave you a little insight, I believe all of this went both ways. But it don't change the fact that none of it would have came to be if they protected these witnesses instead of trying to use them for clout. By emotion. So
Show me your
We do know this stuff up, and them that might need to get you off. I got it, see. I got it, see. I see. Tasha unwind on you. I see. You a good person. I will see all these other flaws on this only. I think you're the product. Nobody really know what that's something we went by. I know he did have a meeting with him. But there was other ones that was a part of lifetime and shit and all this shit. We need them to step up. And them we need to plan a platform. All we do is plan on each other as blacks. That's it. The fact that fortune. That's it. I want to say that, Lord. I don't mean to cut you off. I got it. See. I see. Tasha unwind on you. I see. You're a good person. I want to see all these other flaws on this only.
There's no couldn't even keep a straight face with that shit.
What I'm going to say to you right now. You got a big platform. I really need you to hear me clearly. I need everyone who said what happened on that Lifetime documentary. Hold them accountable. Hold Lifetime accountable. Hold Bloom and Mary accountable. Hold these people accountable to make sure these people can go on Lifetime and say what they said happened. Hold these people accountable. Make sure they talk to Kim Fox. Make sure they talk to Carl Howard. Make sure they talk to Homeland Security. Make sure they talk to FBI. These people are waiting on to hear from you. From my knowledge, some of them have not heard from you. And if you haven't talked to them, well, shame on you.
did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving on the Kelly went off, we kept that scene going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got line, we got the storage, we got motherfucking video, audio, we got the storage. We got video, audio. I'm saying as real in my house. Parents in our house. See now. You done fucked up here. I see what I'm saying. I know. You know what I'm saying? You done fucked up now. You know that now.
And when I drop the videos, the pictures, the paperwork, for him to get on live to say that Azrael is not right with R. Kelly, really. Now I gave him R. Kelly's jail records. Ask him how he got R. Kelly's jail records. Ask him how I got the emails between Azrael and R. Kelly. So you mean to tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
So let's pause right there, because as I was focusing on earlier, when I came to the racketeering and me letting it be known, in case you didn't know, you can't have racketeering with no financial gain. So again, as instead of sitting here getting emotionally roused by people, I told you to follow the money. So, and or lack of. So when I realized again this pattern of fraud, this pattern of extortion, this pattern of money laundering, these shell companies, these janky ass PPP loans, etc., it should be clear as day why I feel like, at least if you wanted to make it look good with this racketeering, you could have threw that in there and, topped it off with some tax evasion. But the fact that you did all this racketeering bullshit trying to establish these predicate acts around bullshit, clearly you showed us the loopholes. I have dropped the link if anybody wanted to come up. I think this will be the stopping point because, as I said, I'm here to give you a little bit of insight as to where my content is going and will continue to move forward in focusing on the facts. Now, all of this extra shit that's going on, I ain't got shit to do with it. Like I said, if people had continued to stay on their own channels, built their own channels instead of sitting here building up envy, letting people get in their ear and turn them against people, a lot of these personal issues we've seen play out on these YouTube streets would not have essentially come into trickle into this man's case. Put so much doubt into situations that you don't know what to trust. And then when people who are trying to push certain narratives and agendas realize people aren't going with their agendas, they want to send people to attack. Meanwhile, if you recognize, how many of these other platforms have you seen highlighting these witnesses, as I did from the day one they got on the stand? Instead, they wanted to come out here telling you all this bullshit about who they thought were testifying based on information they were given that didn't show up in the paperwork. And then they think I'm going to sit here and argue with them when I know if you telling me some goofy ass shit like that, you ain't read the paperwork. And then when I notice some of these agitators creep up in my Patreon, I show you that this shit ain't about money for me because I put that shit on pause and I started to do things a little bit differently. Why? Because nobody wants to hear me tell y'all people were intentionally trying to fuck this man case up. And I wasn't going to put nothing out there that could potentially have them out here yet again trying to discredit when anybody with common sense know it's this man's defense team who's going to be his mouthpiece. Not me, not any fucking YouTuber, and ain't a goddamn thing we could do on these platforms other than spread the fucking truth. The fact that nobody wanted to stick to that and then wanted to get in their feelings about every little thing, I can't take serious. What's up, Big Vi?
What's up? What's up, sis?
How you doing?
I'm listening. I'm listening. Listen, we over here. We over here now. I seen you live. I said, "Oh, we gotta get over here, man, and see what's going on." You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
just wanted to do something real quick. I thought some other people were going live, but I just wanted to get in here and follow up with where we're going after hearing about the state case being dropped, and the fact that people are distracting you from, okay, now we got the appeal. Now we should be focusing on being all these people got the transcripts. So let's talk about all the perjury. You can outline all that shit. But the fact of the matter is, it's a lot of people out here that think we should be voluntarily doing all kind of extra shit so that they can sit back and take credit for, which clearly I've said 100 times, I don't give a fuck about no credit. The fact that these people clearly have gotten us to this point show me that nobody was looking out for that man's best interest. So all of these motherfuckers can kiss my fucking ass.
I agree. I agree, man. I don't see how it's like. My main thing is just staying focused, man. And
Right.
these people, the opposition, they want to try to cause diversions, and I see it. I see what they trying to do, but
Right.
it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work right now. We're moving in a straightforward direction, and with this, I felt like the Chicago, with what just happened was what some people I see calling a small victory. No, this was huge.
That was huge.
It was way bigger than what people give credence to, because this is the head. This is the head of the snake.
Facts.
And then she sit there and say that we were working together with the feds. They were cooperating, passing all this information, but y'all didn't want to pass that information to the defense.
Man, there's a lot of stuff they didn't want to pass over to the defense. And it's
crazy.
like, yeah, and it's crazy because that also violates the Brady Act.
Absolutely.
But it's like the government can do it because they're the government, and you're not supposed to say them to the government.
Right.
Well, what the thing is when it comes to somebody's life, you can't do that.
Right.
That's why I wish more people would have seen the injustice of this and spoke out instead of, oh no, that's R. Kelly. Oh, we've been hearing that for years. Y'all been hearing rumors.
Right.
But nobody have direct evidence. Even the government didn't have evidence. If they did, they would have submitted it. But they came out and said, nothing that we have is authentic.
Right. They didn't even have the original tapes, which is my biggest issue from jump. Y'all passing around copies, which could have been manipulated, tampered with. Ain't no telling what could have happened with that. The person sitting here that handled the tape tells you that the contents are different from what these other people are testifying to. Like, come on.
That's facts. And what's going on, Vi?
I'm on here. I'm watching the Laker highlights, listening. Yeah, but the damn with Michael Avenatti, Kim, man, she just seemed defeated. This hotline shit that she set up. Then for her to come out and say after watching Surviving R. Kelly, she felt compelled to bring these charges because she was a victim. Problem.
That's a biased counsel.
And exactly. Off top, that was a conflict of interest right there alone.
Mm-hmm. Biased counsel, and you can't do that.
The fact that people want to keep skipping around and keep playing with this BOP story, let's put that to the side for 1 second. Let's go back to the state case and Michael Avenatti talking about he took this tape to CNN. The damn anchor getting on there talking about something. I couldn't tell if the girl was underage. All that shit. They forgot.
Yeah.
Second thing is, again, and even with this Baby Girl 97 page, how did the feds do a thorough investigation? And to this day, you got Tim goofy ass coming on here talking about, I think it was Asante McGee. No, I think it was but Cash did say it was her. Motherfucker, how you don't know? It's been 4 years and you telling me this is the page that started it all for you. I'm telling y'all that page put too much fucking information on the internet, which is what tipped me off to the fact that clearly the chain of custody, as I keep saying, should have been in question. And then you got goofball over here talking about he didn't know none of these text messages existed when I watched him on social media interacting with this Baby Girl 97 page.
Facts.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
Facts. Larry,
it's been 4 years for us. I'm quite sure they've been knowing about this Dana 7 Baby Girl at least 5 to 6 years. They've been knowing about this page before we.
No, it ain't been up that long. It only been up 5 years.
Because she came, it's 5 years. I'm saying 5 been up longer than the 4 years that we talk about.
Right,
so,
but it's been up 5 years.
Before it came public.
And then they skip past how they hacked in the Joy accounts, the savages, all the shit they did, the fake police reports, a lot of shit they should be prosecuted for, why they always point their damn fingers on this internet. And second, let me go ahead and address it because it's on my mind and people getting on my nerves. This whole little Joycelyn rent situation, I don't mean no damn harm. But I know y'all seen the same clip I seen with Lifetime, and these people telling them people that this lady over here is holding their daughter hostage. So what the fuck she need rent for? What the fuck she need rent for? I ain't paying no goddamn body on YouTube rent. Fuck y'all talking about? That's my own rent.
She a hostage, but she gotta pay a hostage, man.
Man.
Fuck up out of here. That's just like Cheryl Mack. That's just like them being hostages, but Cheryl Mack got debit cards and credit cards and shit in their name. They can't eat, but they got debit cards and credit cards. Man, get the fuck up out of here.
What's going on, Prima Donna? How you doing?
They
What's
can't
up,
eat.
J-Rock? How you doing?
What up, J-Rock?
I'm good, man. What's going on, Dana?
Man, I'm trying to come down from earlier, man.
Dude,
I'm trying to come down, man.
Look, I had to hit that block. It's hot.
Dog, yo, I really want to go live and go longer with more, but I'm like, nah, I gotta.
Dana, do you have any idea how hard it was for me to work and watch you at the same time with all the shit you doing? I'm sitting up here. I'm going on one because I'm working from home. I got one computer screen. I'm looking at the other computer screen, looking at you. I'm like, what? Did he say what? I'm looking back. I'm going back. I'm like, oh hell, this one, man. I was like, man, I was glad when you came on and my lunch was almost at that point. I was like, oh, ooh, thank God. Shoot, man. I didn't want to type the wrong thing. People like, what the hell you just type on here?
Man,
it's crazy because if Dana didn't do that, if Dana didn't record, and if Dana didn't have the receipts, he would look like the liar they've spent 4 years trying to paint him to be, right?
Exactly.
So a person like me couldn't do nothing but watch both sides of the story and see, hey, y'all full of shit. Y'all calling me up in the middle of the night with this bullshit. Man, get the fuck up out of here.
Man, listen, here's the thing. Anybody that's getting what they think is getting a bag bigger than them, anybody that they feel as though is getting more clout than them, anybody that they feel as though is getting closer than R. Kelly than them, it's going to be a problem. And it just trips me out how I'm a piggyback a Prima conversation. It trips me out how this Cash App is coming out by Gregory, but like Prima said, they claim that she being held with somebody, right?
Yep.
So it's like now they claiming that. Why is it that if this Cash App is really going to R. Kelly, Gregory know how much is in the Cash App? On top of that, why is his enemy donating to the Cash App?
Shit, they on the corner promoting it too.
Well, wait, no, wait, bye. Here's the catchphrase of it all. Why Tim Savage or John haven't came out and said anything?
Right.
Not unless they all eating off the piece of the pie.
Right.
Man, niggas ain't stupid no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it like, me as a father, if my daughter ain't coming home and I see some YouTube niggas on the screen and I see a nigga that I'm cool with on the same nigga screen and promoting this thing, I'm jumping on there and cussing everybody the fuck out.
Right.
And then I want to know what's the address. And if the nigga that's promoting it don't give me an address, then I want his address, because then I'm gonna go beat his ass. Because evidently you know something.
Now, hypothetically, let's say Joycelyn does not want to be contacted by all these weirdos, and they sitting here to taking upon themselves, well, we're gonna send messages through this. Wouldn't that be, if it was hers, harassment?
Yep. Harassment.
Like everything they do, they want to step over people's privacy rights and then act like a fucking victim when they get cussed the fuck out.
It's harassment and cyber stalking.
So the next thing, let's go ahead and nip it in the bud, because you addressed it on your live, but let's put it here. A lot of people want to know why you put things out in bits and pieces instead of just addressing the issues as they came about.
And because if you don't, all right, if you put it out all at once, it gives people the chance to go behind the scenes and try to correct it and mask it and put it in different locations. So you drop bits and pieces, and so that way when they go behind the scenes, they don't know which way to go because they don't know what all you got.
Bingo. So for those people that get confused with my collages, it ain't for me to sit here and tell you everything I think, tell you everything I research. It's to give you insight to what you should go research.
Well, here's my thing, Prima. If people are so concerned about your collages, tell them to donate.
You're right. This is what frustrates me the most. I probably done put in, I couldn't even tell you how many hours just every fucking day. I don't get too much of shit. Don't even make it a topic. You know why? Because it ain't even relevant. I decided to come and make a YouTube channel. I decided to document my research. So the fact that, like I said earlier, every time I turn around, it's money this. We need a banner. We need this. We need it. Man, motherfuck all that. You need to put a plan of action together. Mute R. Kelly didn't just get up on Facebook and Instagram and just keep posting shit and then try to control what everybody's saying and do. What the fuck?
Nah, but they planned that shit well.
So make it make sense. You think I'm gonna believe all these people here for R. Kelly, but they ain't got sense enough to hear me saying, even if you were, I wouldn't put all this shit on the internet. That's dumb.
Man.
That's dumb. That's dumb as hell. And then when I see y'all slide y'all way into the defense, and then these goofy ass people sit over here and talk about how they think the defense went wrong, you know exactly what the fuck happened to the defense. Y'all strategically targeted each and every one of them, tried to incriminate each and every one of them. So what are we talking about?
Came together, bombarded Rob with a bunch of funky letters that didn't make sense.
Then you come over here and try to tell us, the fans, we need to get him another attorney. We need to do all this extra shit because we bought a CD. What the fuck?
That's not my job to get him another attorney.
Like, what you mean? Wasn't it y'all job who referred these people? I've been asking that from day one. Who referred these people? Who keep referring all these other janky ass people? And then when shit hit the fan, then everybody want to act dumb and want to come to the YouTubers who clearly ain't got shit to do with what go on in the courtroom.
Then if you're really paying attention on the internet, you'll see how now they starting to harass Joy. They trying to target Joy, and then it's weird.
Ain't that how they did? Ain't that how they did Azriel though? At first, if you watched in the groups, if any of y'all was in those groups, it started out they need to be doing this, they need to be doing that, and then you got them boosting Azriel up at one point. She the favorite, she the wifey, Joy dumb, blah blah blah, and then you see that narrative. Then you got Azrat, and all this other shit. She part of the setup. That's how it started. Then when people start attacking her constantly, then like I say, when I seen her appearing in some of these chats and interacting with some of these certain supporters, clearly they decided to step into this federal investigation. Ain't got shit to do with me.
They boosted her ass up till she went and told R. Kelly to get rid of Joy. He told his counsel that he wasn't leaving Joy. She got pissed off.
Right. And if y'all recall, before at the beginning, didn't they put out an article saying that Joy and Azriel had set up a nice hefty nest egg in such and such a? Then they came out talking about they're gonna be Hollywood stars and shit. Y'all remember all that?
And
then
Greenberg
they came out
trying to be there.
one of the assistants ran off with their money, and then all these people want to come to YouTube with their motherfucking stories and shit. Fuck out of here.
And it's clear that Joy is disciplined with her money to the fact that Chaos told her to take the money and hide it.
Right. And that would coincide with when she did that On the Run with Azriel. Yeah, that make a whole lot of sense.
Oh yeah, she grabbed.
But as I pointed out in my video, I could tell you that it was premeditated. Now, could I sit here and tell you all the bits and pieces of what happened behind the scenes? No. But clearly I put before you this was a premeditated act. She planned that fight.
I said the same thing. And when Kels came out and spoke, I say that was the motive. When he said she left that letter to say, fuck you, fuck him, I'm going to do what I got to do. There right there understood one thing. She knew she had them people in her back pocket the whole time.
And strangely, Boss Baby said something pretty similar, that after surviving R. Kelly, when she couldn't get in contact with him, I guess like she wanted, she said, well, she's going to make her own decision. So again, if she made a decision that she felt was best for her, it don't change the fact that she could be charged with perjury. The fuck?
Right.
And then the simple fact that she say, I'm going, all of that whole, what the shit with Shabazz, all that shit was playing, all that shit was to distract people from what really happened. When she said, oh, you lied to Joy, you knew I was coming back to get her. First of all, why the fuck you left without her?
Right.
No, because Larry set it up, but that came out tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. That was a behind the scenes conversation.
Y'all must didn't see that clip. I think Malicious Conspiracy got it on her channel or his channel, whoever, I don't know. But anyway, when he was talking about break Joy phone and all that shit, this drunk ass nigga, he forgot all the recordings he done put out there.
Now remember, also Larry turned around and said that he was blowing up Angelo under the phone that was underneath the sink.
Yeah.
Because the whole goal was to break the phone because Larry and Tim was working hand in hand, not Larry and Angelo. Everybody thought it was Larry and Angelo, but it came out tonight that it was Larry and Tim.
And then when
Angelo got you,
and then she was on that phone conversation and said you may not even make it to trial. Now, obviously, you know who I don't believe that was R. Kelly on that phone anyway. But then again, I was thinking about when I heard that, I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a threat.
Yep.
Yeah, he said that she left the visit and went right down and called the goddamn feds.
Right.
So I got a question that nobody seems to can answer. Where did Larry come from?
Right.
He came from Chicago.
He not gonna convince me. Again, he can't convince me. This why he can't convince me. And thank you, Nell Taylor. This why he can't convince me that he came in after seeing Surviving R. Kelly. Because you were communicating with Baby Girl 97, which came before Surviving R. Kelly. Okay.
He just like most informants, he committed a crime somewhere and got caught. And wherever he got caught at, they asked him, "Are you willing to cooperate or help us work with us?" He asked him, "What type of work y'all got for me?" When they told him what they needed him to do, the mission started. We've seen this shit so many times. How these informants are created.
Yep.
They got caught doing a criminal act, and then they turn into a fucking informant.
Dana, when you broke down the laundry list of stuff that he was involved in, man, my mouth literally dropped, bro.
Well, as we found out tonight, that he's a pedophile in Alabama.
What the fuck, man?
Man, you didn't hear that piece of that loud at that, man, bro.
But you on here, not the government, not the fucking people that the government talked about in this memorandum,
bro.
The same one.
Listen. He was supposed to get 298 months max. He ended up doing 35.
And then on here talking about what Kels need to do. He need to tell. He don't need to do shit. You need to sit over and do what you doing, motherfucker.
Wow.
That's that shit I be talking about. These people sit out here and do the crime and shit, like, and then you want to play with God. Okay, well, no sin is bigger than the next. So if you sitting out here scamming and frauding people, who are you to get on here and talk about anything? Anything.
Why do I feel like Vi wasn't on the end part of that live?
Man, you know I wasn't, man. It's fucked up here. Snow and ice everywhere, and my son had to go to the store. I missed it.
True. Yeah.
Listen.
You ain't lying because it's over. I'm kind of in the same area where he at, so I get it.
Listen, when you go back and look at it, right?
Oh, he gonna
just have your drink ready.
Yeah, it said kidnap, and I said, "Well, what?
Kidnapping and rape."
Dana, if I shit on myself,
why are so many of these people coming at R. Kelly when they have a background of the shit that R. Kelly was alleged of doing? They come from a background of doing. And
that's why I believe a lot of this is a social experiment. They knew a lot of these low undercover perverts and shit was gonna be attracted to this story. And then they're gonna sit here and try to sugarcoat the shit that they've done in they past. So that's why a lot of these men that have an opinion, I have to side out some of them when they say certain shit.
Give me another drink out the refrigerator. Ain't no fucking way, dog.
But that was my major emphasis when I said stuff like, well, you can't be an informant if you don't know the person. What I was saying is, y'all giving this motherfucker all the information. Goddamn, what you expect? You sitting here seeing what he doing, yet you putting on these shows trying to put these conspiracies of who set you up, even though you the motherfucker on these platforms doing all this shit. So
right, why would you call Angel Cruz because you being attacked by R. Kelly?
Yeah, about you could have reported your crime in Vegas where you at. Right, but you want to call and text and email R. Kelly prosecutors and say R. Kelly supporters are harassing you, but you leave out the fact that you came out on the scene harassing R. Kelly supporters because nobody knew who the fuck you was until you started fucking with people.
But Progress asked him, they were mad at Progress. Progress say, "What are you doing in R. Kelly case?" He say, "You ain't being your true self. You came out with a mask on."
Right.
You sure did. He had a hockey. Yeah, you're right. He had a hockey mask.
He had the screen mask on.
Yep. He was scream on.
And then you remember Nick at Night blasted him, and then he started putting out Nick at Night personal information. Who started the doxing? They motherfucking ass.
Yeah, and then how can he come out and say that everything he said about Andrew Crew, but then he said he don't have any contact with Andrew Crew. He said that in another video. Wait a minute.
See, what it is they got all these fake accounts and profiles and shit, so they feel like because it ain't directly from his email that changes the facts.
Like I said, every time I look around, I can't even nothing. I can't put
See,
nothing
what
past this
happened,
no
Gemini,
more.
just in my perspective, again, I believe Larry saw Angelo's story. Tim and these people needed Azriel to flip. Like I said, she always been in the indictment. So get next to him, cuddle up to him, get information from him. You know, that's how that shit went, in my opinion.
Because if you think about it, I told people I cannot find a clip, but it was after one of R. Kelly court hearing. Greenberg came out and said that they know one of the girls who's working with the Homeland Security.
Right.
He said the shit.
And then people ain't also making an issue of the prosecutors were refusing to hand over certain information because these damn attorneys were mixing and mingling with individuals like them, you know, producing this janky ass docuseries and shit like that. So again, y'all don't think that hindered this man's defense if this man didn't know that his attorneys were doing certain things, and then he tells this judge Donnelly that he's going to proceed with Nicole, not knowing the things that she had been intermingling in. Then you got the goofy ass supporters that want to put him and Nicole in a sexual relationship, put Nicole and Azriel in a sexual relationship, and everybody want to keep focusing on these emails that we already knew were leaked, but there's violations everywhere.
Right. Can I take a sidebar?
Mm-hmm.
The notion is, I don't know why people think that Big Vi is new and Big Vi just come on the scene. If you can't go back to, I remember seeing the interviews when I first seen Dana he had the thing on his head like Day when he first came on Phaser, the little stocking cap thing he used to wear.
Yeah.
African Jane, Wayne Williams, Kip, all them on there. Spicy, Sugar and Spice before she was Spicy Topic. I've been around this shit a long time for people to think that I'm so green. I've always carried myself as a stand-up person. I ain't never said nothing to Dana that I won't say to his face, and me and Dana had a conversation. But we don't be talking about this shit.
Right.
Why them people? He did right to record the people he didn't trust.
Right.
Them coming out telling me to watch my back, but when I'm listening to these recordings, y'all the same. I hear somebody say, "I'd never do that to you, bro," but you did it.
Right.
But I gotta,
and I'm wrong because all I say is that they be some janky ass motherfucking people. Like, imagine the shit they came to me with, and all this time, like everything that's been on these platforms, I've heard, and the shit just get to a point of, oh my god, like, what is your purpose? Is it to dick ride Dana J or support R. Kelly?
I don't know, man, but we we strong. And sometimes, you gotta shake up. You gotta rattle the nest in order to see who's really down and who's really out. And absolutely. I appreciate you, Prima. I appreciate Dana, because I follow y'all and I listen to y'all content. But when I come on, I tell people I don't know R. Kelly. I don't know nobody in this shit. But I come out and I speak what I think is helpful,
right,
for people to know. That's it. I don't have no other involvement in this shit. I don't care about no email list. I don't care about meeting R. Kelly. I don't care about none of that.
Right. And that's what I feel like a lot of these people were doing. They trying to do all this shit to get on the email list. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn email list. I ain't trying to talk to him. I'm just trying to see him free. What the fuck?
I don't even check my email until somebody tell me that I got one.
Right. And somebody hacked my other one any damn way. I don't know how the whole email just disappear. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, shit is getting deep, and it's just strange to me that once people start to bond with individuals, then they come with the flim flam and switch up. That's why a lot of people might feel some type of way that I don't shout them out or give them their credit as they feel they deserve. But at the end of the day, you see the history. Every time I do give people their credit, they turn around and flip on me and start attacking me. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm. That's it, man. But I tell you who ain't gonna turn on you and attack you. I fucks with you, my sister. That's, my word is bond, son. I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. And they trying to keep us distracted with their tactics. The shit just ain't gonna work.
That's where they lost it. That's where they lost it.
I'm not addressing them. I don't know them. Somebody came in my chat tonight. I don't even see that shit. I'm not on it. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
Ain't no reversing this motherfucker. We straightforward.
Yep.
No reverse at all.
As Kanye said, we here now. They ain't got no choice but to keep listening.
Man, and keep Kanye in prayer, man.
Man, I still hadn't heard nothing. I heard he got married, though.
He got married, and they trying to lock him up.
Wow.
Wait, for what?
But they won't say. But you know,
did y'all see it's 3 rappers that came up missing in Michigan?
I seen it just on my stream before I came on StreamYard on my news thing on my laptop.
They was going to a performance at a Michigan club and they canceled it and 3 guys just disappeared. 2 of them was riding with the rapper. But that's what I'm saying. We just disappearing left and right, and everybody just want to be on the internet beefing.
Yeah, the aliens have come down.
Man, you know what?
They ain't never left. What you mean? They've been here.
Right.
Prima, when did this happen?
For 2 weeks. Nobody.
I think last week or they've been missing maybe it's been about a month.
Article right here.
This nigga said the aliens done came down.
Damn.
Look, I swear to God, I thought that's what they was insinuating when they told me Levi is Carrie. Shit, y'all trying to say he an alien or something? What the fuck going on?
Golly.
Levi's Carey now. Okay.
Yeah, I said I don't know who he is, but I tell you what, y'all ain't finna get on my nerves.
Okay, Carrie Kelly. Okay.
It says 3 rappers have been missing for 10 days since their scheduled performance was canceled. Detroit police say. Yep.
That's not normal.
Women up missing left and right, all this gang violence and
they grown as hell. They wasn't kidnapped.
No.
Well, you know.
This gang violence stuff was this was premeditated.
Yeah, something ain't right with this story. That's why, and that's another reason why I started my platform is because when news come out, it's like it's not always accurate. Like you remember back in the day, these media outlets they were more accountable for their news. Now they put some shit out there, it be all fucked up, and they'll never come back and tell you.
Nope. No, they won't.
It was so sad for me yesterday. Yesterday I showed my son this video with the Tyree Nichols and shit. My first thing my son say, the white cops, they dirty, Dad. I'm like, boy, that shit hurt me to my heart, man. I'm like, nah, son, this ain't that type of situation this time. These cops look just like your dad, look just like you.
But you know, even with that case, I got a question. The black cops Well, they were locked up, right?
Yeah, and the white cop that tased them got leave.
Facts.
The black cops, they got bail.
How?
That's what I want to know. Shit.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you how. Qualified immunity. Something I've been stressing for 2 days.
Yeah,
Qualified immunity.
I guarantee you they're gonna come back with some type of justifiable homicide shit.
Yep.
But you know the dude took a picture of Tyree and sent it to the ex-girlfriend.
Listen, here's the play. They're gonna drag it out until it get quiet down, right? And then the FOP gonna come and have all the charges dismissed.
Ain't that the same formula with the George Floyd situation? Didn't after that they came back talking about he was sleeping with such and such? Like, isn't this the same blueprint we keep seeing? They give you an excuse to why the shit happened, and then it's gonna blow over, like Dana just said.
It's kind of falling on them same lines too, from what I've been hearing.
Yeah. Yep.
You gotta leave that money alone. Don't take no money. But if the family take the money, then they can't pursue charge.
And that's what usually happens. Like, that's what happened with the Kanika story. Is her mom took a settlement. Like, we don't know about what happens after they make the mainstream with these stories, but we wonder why there's never any justice. It's because they dish out cash and people be quiet.
Oh yeah.
Hey Bob. Say it again. If you take the settlement, what?
You can't seek charge.
Okay. So how was they able to come charge R. Kelly when all them people took settlements?
Bingo.
Because of what Rose said. Rose said they violated. If a remedy was met, you're not supposed to be able to charge somebody for the crime.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why I say is how critical was it that Jack Palladino was killed?
And
not only him, Linda Mitch.
Jack Palladino is the same one who worked for Harvey Weinstein, who helped Harvey Weinstein reach settlements with over 50 of the women that was accusing Harvey Weinstein.
Watch this though. The R. Kelly sector went crazy today because Dennis Byron flipped on him.
What?
As he always have.
You mean TMZ's contributor?
Yeah. Dennis Byron said, but he put up a post and said, the people of Chicago need answers, state attorney at Kim Fox. The alleged victims and #R. Kelly deserve to have their day in court. I keep telling y'all, man, these actors kill me.
Yep. They use R. Kelly name, try to come out as unbiased or a supporter, build up their little platforms, and then flip the script on people. He get old.
Wow.
Never mind, I said y'all should be looking into these people like y'all looking into Dana J, but that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Hey, Prima, I heard that I heard some EMTs got fired too from that in regards to Tyree Nichols.
I didn't get to see why. I saw the article.
Yeah, they was on the scene. They was on the scene. They arrived while the shit was going on, and they just sat there.
You know what? I know what I meant to say earlier when y'all was talking about that, because it's a tactic that they use a lot down here in the South, and a lot of people don't know that you have the right to record these officers. Some of them will tell you that they'll arrest you, that you obstructing and all this other bullshit. You have the right to stand your distance and record them, just in case you didn't know.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So now the plot thickens in the Tyree Nichols case. And just remember, I said it here first. All the cops are not going to be charged.
Only one, I think.
What does this do? Hold on. Because now they switching it.
Because two of them said that they were pleading not guilty. 2 of the 5.
Hold on.
Pleading not guilty.
Wait. Now it's been a plot. This is how it's labeled. The Tyree Nichols death has took a turn. It is now an alleged, as it is now allegedly was a planned hit by the one officer who baby mama worked at the same place that Nichols worked at.
He gonna be the fall guy.
Yep.
He worked at FedEx. That's why I told you he took the picture of the dude and sent it to the girl.
Yeah, he gonna be the fall guy.
He's gonna be the fall guy for everybody. And guess what? That he's the president of Omega Psi Phi.
Oh, you playing?
Nope. I think I'm the only one that went at Omega Psi Phi the other night. Because
speaking of, if R. Kelly got a quote, what are all these fraternities and fraternal orders? Like they be doing hazing and all this other weird ass shit. What the fuck is that?
I got a homeboy of mine who's so tight with me. He's like a big brother to me. He's a Q. I'm gonna definitely give him a call tomorrow, and I'm gonna ask him about that.
Ask him this. Ask him, is he a Q dog or Omega man?
Okay.
If he tell you he a Q dog, walk away.
What's that mean?
Because if he tell you he a Q dog, he's not ready to have that conversation. Because he's still under the Q dog mentality. He still got the dog in him. And Omega man still have the dog in him, but they outgrown that Q dog syndrome.
That's like when I be asking them Masons certain questions, they be just looking at me smiling and shit. Yeah, you don't know. Shut up. They be joining some shit you don't know. What the fuck?
I be fucking with the Masons. I be going up there asking them how many steps is it to get to heaven? And they be like, what? I be like, so how many steps is it to get to heaven? And they's like, why you ask me that? Because y'all the big brothers to Omega Psi Phi. And the big brothers to the Omega Psi Phi and the little brothers to Omega Psi Phi is what? The Crips.
You got my candy.
So therefore, if the Crips know how many steps it is to get to heaven and Omegas know how many steps to get to heaven, why y'all don't know?
Hey, cuz. Hey, chill out all that, cuz. I'm just playing. But they say that police officer also got fired. He was a correctional officer. They got fired for the same shit, beating an inmate.
Yo, that means he can't fight for real. Because anybody that want to beat up an inmate, they can't fight for real. If you really can fight, take a motherfucker on a one-on-one and let's go. If you really can fight, take a motherfucker on the yard, just you and him, and y'all go at it. And you have approximately 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, if you can't beat a motherfucker ass, you're a bitch.
Midas said you better leave them devil worshipers alone.
Hey man, you want to get at him, man? You gonna have to take that badge off. You gonna have to take that belt off. You and this guy, I can't let you do this to this man with that badge on. But that's just me.
What did Midas say, Prima?
He said you better leave them devil worshipers alone. You know, I seen I can't remember what division they was from, but he basically told us that their Masons worship Lucifer and they think that Lucifer is the son of God. I'm like, what type of wait a minute, what?
Okay, I'm confused as hell.
What? Say what?
Wait a minute. And J Rock said, okay, hold on. What you say?
And then when I see these Hollywood productions and I see them trying to humanize Lucifer and shit, I'm like, y'all ain't running game. I see what the fuck going on.
Yeah, they got a Luciferian church.
What?
Lil Nas X, they had this fool come out and put some shoes out with devil worship shit with real blood on them.
Right.
Yup.
Right.
Oh, you know they got a Lucifer card in church.
Talk about that video he had put out.
They don't want to talk about the people inside Scientology and all these people that come up missing behind that, and all the abuse allegations behind that, and all the Hollywood stars that are Scientologists.
Oh yeah, that's
okay. Prima about to have us missing after a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to get off her because my mouth done start getting reckless.
Hey, big vial on the run, man. Hey, I got a full tank of gas. You bitch gonna have to catch me.
No, you ain't going nowhere on that ice. Are you gonna try to speed out and stay in the same place? They're gonna be like, what's going on by? Mm-hmm.
They came and got me, man.
You'll be sliding like a motherfucker though.
That shit is crazy. But anybody want, let's go ahead and wrap this live up. Was you going live? Dana, I might be up.
No.
Don't let it sizzle down.
I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Larry,
so
Larry
Dana,
Larry don't do the white flag in the night. But he said, I'm not even Larry said, I'm not even gonna answer Dana. It's too much. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So Dana, what's
oh
going to be on the table?
He done dropped both of their communication. He said, "Who sent me this?"
So Dana, what you got on the table tomorrow?
I'm trying to debate if I want to drop another file like I had today, or I'm thinking about I don't know. I'm thinking about just coming out and talking about the leads of the BOP, tracking down this BOP officer.
That's what I'm on, man.
Now that's what people need to be talking about. Who is
that's the only fight I got in this shit.
Because see, what I'm thinking about doing is going to my commander's office tomorrow and have him call up there for the ask for the names.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, when you was on that live earlier, when you
Which one?
When you had Sharon, I think when Sharon was on, I don't know if she was in the chat or she texted you, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all supposed to make that live happen between you, her, and Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still on deck, or you think it might be a little bit later on when that happens?
Sit tight, it's coming.
She posted.
Sit tight, it's coming.
I'm supposed to be filling in for Tim. Ain't no goddamn nigga, don't call me no nigga,
Now, Dana, you did that shit earlier, boy. That was hilarious, man.
Why you gotta call me a nigga? Why you gotta call me
He got upset.
Now you got Prima started now.
It's the changes, yo.
Say that shit, boy. He got irate behind Low calling him a nigga.
Yo, wait. Y'all gotta go back and look at the video. Watch how his head just starts spinning from side to side real quick. Why you gotta call me a nigga?
He jump on. Look, I gotta get up in the morning. Angelo said we all gotta get up in the morning, but go ahead.
No. I'm gonna tell you the funny part. And we said, no, you can't tell me what to do. No, it's my turn. Well, I'm not even gonna get upset.
Yeah, he switched that quick.
If you want me to lie on Mason, I wasn't gonna lie on that man. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, be like, nah, low. Let me talk, low.
But that motherfucker said, it's my turn. Well, I ain't even gonna get loud. I said, what the fuck is going on?
What about
that was bipolar shit.
What about that mess? Tim on the panel, Judgely in the chat. Motherfucker told her it's a 2-drink minimum in the drink. They told Judgely, bro, they said it's a 2-drink minimum in the chat. You already drunk.
Look, no, but then he gonna say, so we ain't never talked about you. We never said nothing about you. But I got my wife to erase that post. Nigga, you just said. You just fucking said.
Kayla ain't want nothing to do with our Kenny. Kayla ain't want nothing to do with this.
Man, yo.
She got a whole diss track out dissing R. Kelly, but she ain't want to.
Yo, when that nigga said, let that boy, man. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, man. Like, no, take it off, man. Take it off. Yo, y'all don't know how hard it was to just sit there and listen to that shit, yo. I was like, oh my God. I'm trying not to laugh, yo.
You weren't laughing when I saw you in the video. Your eyes was big as hell, though.
If Cash come on here, I'm going off the stream, bro. I'm not trying to be on the stream with no Cash, Dana. Boy, that shit had me cry, boy.
Yo, I just be watching that just to have something to laugh at, yo.
Right, yeah. That shit's a classic, bro. That was a classic that night.
And like I tell everybody, all the narratives is in that live. Larry came over there talking about, yeah, I said it, because you shouldn't have him on your platform. What? Right. So also this ain't about the truth. This is about who platform is on who. Okay.
Yeah. How it makes sense he gonna say he shouldn't be on your platform, but you done sat here and attached yourself to his fucking story, done exposed the whole fucking case with your big ass fucking mouth, and now you want to sit here and try to silence him. Like, motherfucker, if he is guilty as you trying to imply, if he set up R. Kelly as you trying to imply, your ass did too, stupid.
Yep, you right there with him.
Type of shit.
Oh, you can't separate now. And you heard what a Judge Leavenworth told him. Ain't no separation, R. Kelly.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, we want to help R. Kelly. Man, get your dickhead looking people out of here.
Right, talking about he want me to talk for nigga. What the fuck R. Kelly gonna want you to tell him? Nigga, you don't get your motherfucking ass the fuck
That's
up
all
out
Levi.
of here.
That's all Levi.
Nigga, we know you trying to write a book too. Ain't nobody studying your story.
That's all Levi.
What you call Larry Dana?
I can help him out, but I still think he guilty of some shit. What the fuck I'm gonna talk to your ass for then? Stupid.
What do you call Larry Dana? Droopy the spy dog, some shit.
I called him the bitch snitch Droopy the spy dog.
Oh man, that's.
If you go look at the thumbnail, but don't they look like twins?
I saw that. I was like, at first I was like, why Danny got Droopy the dog? And I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
He got that.
He had you feeling so bad for him. Like in the beginning when they first sent me his information, he had you feeling so bad. Oh, they doing this to me. They doing, but he remind me so much. He remind me so much of the bed bug nigga. For the simple fact they are identical. They do the same shit. They come on their platforms and talk about the shit they do and try to make it, sugar coated like somebody else doing the shit. No, it's y'all motherfucking ass.
Thank you, Dana, because from now on, every time I see a Droopy cartoon, I ain't gonna be able to look at the same no more.
Tim got that comb. You see, Tim got that comb through endorsement.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. That's his NIL deal.
Extra strength.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
This shit crazy.
So Lizette got evicted today?
Who?
Lizette.
How she got evicted? She just got married.
She got evicted.
She used to get evicted.
Wait a minute. How you get evicted and you just got married?
Mm-hmm.
They sleep. Her and her husband sleeping in the car. They taking their lie on the road.
That's crazy. Well, if people get focused on the right thing, she'll have a bed and 3 meals. She'll have all that.
You ain't shit.
Look, all of them will have a good bed. lights on, lights off, certain time and shit.
We love you, Roberto.
Hey, Prima.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be cash apping you tomorrow, Thursday. So be looking out for. I'm gonna hit you up and let you know when I've been sent it already. You already know what I want.
What? Wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
what the
got
fuck
you.
you cash out for? Wait. You gonna
You
cash up her?
already know.
Hold on, wait. Are you gonna cash up her?
Hell yeah.
Maybe I need to stay on this motherfucking phone.
I ain't Tim. Go on that bullshit, man.
Oh man. Damn, Chris, I didn't know where you was going with it at first, Dan, but at the very end, I'm like, God.
Yeah, flirt with somebody, get some information. The fuck?
Wait. Are you cash apping her? I think I need to stay on this phone.
Yeah, the bitch mama know she lying. Yeah, know the bitch lying. I don't even see how her daddy sat on the ass surviving R. Kelly with this nigga. He told her, go get your mama, you go get your dad or your brother. I ain't one of them motherfuckers. I say, God damn, Tim talking to her.
Man, Tim gonna get the fuck out of there. But I'm telling you, Tim and Larry just alike. And you come down strong on Tim, he gonna send your ass to prison.
Oh yeah.
He gonna file a report.
Boy, Tim be killing me up there talking about, yeah, that man lying. Tell that mama that bitch ass loose cannon.
He called her a loose cannon, boy. I fell out, bro.
That mama went and told that bitch, you gotta go. When that mama went and told that bitch, you gotta go give me some more evidence. I got 4 hours of that shit. 4 hours. Her fucking face is right there on the screen talking that shit and lying. That motherfucker knows she lying.
Hey, he gave R. Kelly 120 hours. He gave Tasha K 72 hours. He gave 2 hours on face. This nigga giving out hours like it's goddamn stimulus.
Nigga, I'm inviting Tim back on my platform, yo. I gotta laugh, yo. I'm gonna purposely make him mad. I'm like, Tim, why was you going around to radio stations playing Joy and R. Kelly fucking?
Hey, I'm gonna start calling that nigga Mr. Clock, Dana. That's what you gotta start calling Mr.
Clock.
See what happened, Dana? I'm telling you, Dana, you don't know. I got in the iCloud and I had to look and I heard it and then I said, I ain't know what the fuck to do, man.
That nigga got excited. Oh, I see a picture of R. Kelly and Joy.
And then another thing I did catch too early on when Jane Doe number 5, when they said that the witnesses was being coerced, and I thought about what Dunn said, we got them girls ready to go. Boom. That's where the narrative come from, that these girls were being coerced to come out and speak positive about R. Kelly.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's what I'm going to break down tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what?
All out in between Tim and Angelo with Mason, because again, they over here teaming up with Don Russell, and then gonna turn around. How you team up with him talking about help you, and then gonna turn around and say he threatening you? Make which one?
Hey, Don, I'm gonna tell you, man.
Gotta make it.
I'm a motherfucking savage, man. And when I go and tell my brothers and my mamas and shit that it's over, this motherfucking marriage is over, nigga. R. Kelly can go make his millions. No, I'm gonna go make my millions. R. Kelly got a wife, motherfucker. I'm just saying. I Don. Hold on, but it's Angelo calling me now. All right, Angelo calling me now.
He said, "Hello."
Man, come on, man. Why you keep calling me a nigga, man? You know I ain't no motherfucking nigga, man. What the fuck wrong with you?
Man, the way that head and neck was moving, boy, and them acting with them glasses up there on it, just shaking. I was like, God dang, Tim.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hey, J-Rock, when I said, see, I see something different. Tim said, all right, let me hear this.
Okay.
Yo, I promise you, if you just want to laugh, tell somebody to watch that video and just look from that part and just tell them don't laugh, yo.
Right.
Man, they gonna lose every time.
Hey, Skylight said, how now?
Hilarious.
Wait a minute.
I swear to God.
Right.
Every time they come out and try to clear some shit up, I swear to God, they give me life.
Man,
if we had Lil Mac up in here right now, bro, doing that test,
Lil Mac Savage, man.
Oh yes, that no, God.
He got Tasha K down. He got Tasha K down, pat. He got Tim in. He got all of them.
no, Mac got y'all haven't studied Tasha K, yo.
You
I'm
ain't
gonna
seen
start
Lil
studying.
Mac Tasha K?
Oh,
no.
Lil Mac killing it with that, bro. He is.
Lil Mac got him
Yeah,
all.
I got R. Kelly jail records. You mean to tell me I know what I'm talking about? Oh, speaking of devil, there he is. Speaking of devil, he's still up here.
Lil Mac in the chat, man. He up in the chat. This how last. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is exactly how last night chat ended on my live, bro. We were crying with Progress, bro.
No, yo, Progress tripped me out today, yo. Progress hopped up my chat and said, "Well, I'll be damned, Larry."
He said last night.
Yo, I can't help but just picture the way he talked. And then he said that shit. I said, "Oh, Lord, no. Let me get up this motherfucker."
Right.
I told Progress, I say, man, I get locked up. I'm going to need you to come get me out. He said, shit, I might come, but I might be outside you.
yo, once I put that about that kidnapping shit, Progress said, "Well, I'll be damned, Larry."
But I had to replay about 3 times. Say, what? Wait, what?
Man, I missed that. I gotta go back and get.
Yo, you don't know how many people called me and said, "Dana, go back on live and just read that one part." But they said, "Nigga, when you stopped and said, 'Do you want me to continue?'" and my homeboy said, "I broke my goddamn monitor. I threw the remote in the monitor. Like, nigga, you better not stop."
Damn, bro, I missed
it. Best he come up with talking about some goddamn washers and driving. You don't get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. I thought he didn't know R. Kelly. How the fuck he gonna steal some washers and dryers? The fuck?
Right.
Man. And then Blade texted me talking about, "That's fucked up. You talking about him like that." He talking about me, motherfucker.
Right. It's always wrong when you do it, but it's okay when they do it.
Shit. Right. And talking about, "But we the victims." Y'all ain't no victims. Y'all like dick.
That's it.
Now, I know they gonna get mad when I say that. Now I'm going around saying, y'all like dick. Y'all wasn't no victims. Y'all ran away from home to get fucked.
Hey, what happened in New York? R. Kelly supporters are out here attacking us, and I'm a victim.
No, they had me at R. Kelly sitting around the school praying on young girls from I was chasing the damn tour bus. Wait a minute. If he's sitting here praying on young girls, that don't even add up. Why would you be chasing the tour bus? That means he trying to get the fuck away from y'all motherfuckers.
Then on top of that, and you got this damn lady from England, but that's part of old code talking about, "Dana J, I don't see him around his kids." Bitch, talk English.
Man, leave Esther alone, man.
man, fuck that. I'm gonna give her a 30-day taste of what it's like to fuck with me.
That's what I'm saying. How do people on the internet expect to see what's going on in your real life because you give your commentary about a topic? What does that have to do with your real life?
I'm telling you, that bitch gonna go get.
Don't put my kids on the internet like that. I might post a couple pictures here and there, but I don't just put my kids on the internet for a motherfucker to just feel like, well, because I don't see her kids, she must not be with them. That's dumb. But you can think that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm gonna make that bitch go dig up Prince Harry for fucking with me.
I got Esther passed the other night on Skylight page. I'm like, don't come over here.
She gonna get 30 days of hell from me. I'm gonna talk about her dead mama. I'm gonna talk about her kids, but that died. I'm gonna wear her ass out.
God damn, Dana.
Nah, man, because you don't come for my kids, bro.
She did. Oh no, I can't get in the middle of that.
She came directly for my kids, and I'm like,
What the hell? Yo, it even got so bad. Atmos sent me the link and said, "You see this shit? This is unacceptable." And I said, "Huh?"
I didn't see that. I didn't know that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Hey,
Man, go look at my community wall.
Have it, bro. That shit crazy. Nah.
Go look at my community wall.
Came in on the skylight. I said, don't do that. Please don't do that over here on this page. This is not the page to do this. And the thing about it is, these people that have so much negative shit to say, they got a whole sector for y'all to talk about us.
Right. Nah, Dana got his own sector.
But y'all want to come on our shit.
Dana got his own sector. I don't know why they keep fucking with him. They know he gonna hit you with the low blow, the gut, the rib shot. He gonna kick you in the shin, goddamn it. He gonna come back and strip your motherfucking ass.
I say, Premium so crazy. You know, we fuck with Dana J. I say, but they still fail to realize that we are our own individual people. Dana is not programming us to come on this fucking YouTube and talk about shit.
Right. That's how I know they dumb, and that's why I keep saying that, because I know it make them mad every time I say that's how I know they dumb. Because every time I say straight out my mouth, Dana got his own mouth, I got my own mouth, you got your own mouth. If you can't accept what comes out of our mouth, fuck you. I ain't finna keep explaining myself.
They said I got Prima and Stockholm syndrome, and we live 3 states away from each other.
Oh hell.
Yep. I'm in the coat. Yep.
I'm gonna have those strawberry lemonade cookies in the Stockholm syndrome.
Hold on, wait. Didn't you just order some, yo?
There's been a couple months back. It's been a few months.
A while ago.
It's been a while. Back.
Hell no. Prima just fuck that. Prima just had some, but that she was made Friday. Nigga, ask me how I know. Cause I was drooling at the fucking screen. Nah, nigga.
I said, thank you, Big Vi. You done put these junks on the map.
Yeah, I'm promoting the shit out of them. I told them, make sure you get you some fresh homemade vanilla ice cream.
Listen.
Warm them up about 5 seconds. Oh
listen.
My God.
Listen, and the cake I want, I don't want nobody else to buy it. And that's the Cookie Monster
joint. The cookies, man. I'm in love with the cookies. You can have the cake, bro.
Nah, bro, but that Cookie Monster cake, oh my God.
Real strawberries in the cookies, bro. Real strawberries.
Listen, yo, shut your fat ass up. I don't want to hear that.
Hold on now, Dana. This ain't no goddamn laughing matter. You hear me?
Nah, but I'm saying though, Tim, nah.
Why you calling him a nigga? Why you calling him a nigga?
Shoot, all I know is when Big Boss said he got done with them cookies and still had the crumbs, had to put the crumbs on top of the ice cream. I knew it was some serious shit at that point.
I couldn't let nothing go to waste.
He said not even the crumbs, man. He said not even the crumbs, man. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Ladies in the chat, cover your ears. Nigga, when I was looking at her premiere, right, of a motherfucking cake and a fork went in that motherfucking cake slowly, and that shit sound like vagina. I mean, like macaroni and cheese swirling around. I said, this is some next level shit right here. This is some next level voodoo cake right there.
You don't want no dry cakes. We don't do that.
Nigga, that's some next level voodoo cake. Listen.
Midas just said some real shit real quick, y'all.
Yeah.
There was a fucked up look for him too.
Right.
When he was rubbing the girl across her breast and shit.
Yeah, Danny, when you posted that clip, when you showed it, I was like,
look, he gonna have a logical, he gonna think hard. He got a logical, it was something on this shirt, you know, it was
this is what he said. Right. This is what he said tonight. He specifically said, I ain't fucking with Dana no more. I ain't even gonna try to rebuttal that shit. I'm only focused on Angelo. But Angelo ain't say shit. Then he going to put out there, Dana only trying to work for Angelo to come at me. No, I'm coming at you, and because you stabbed me in my back and you tried to play with me on some bitch shit, nigga.
Right.
I don't got shit to do with you and Angelo beef. I don't give a fuck about that. This me and you, but it turned personal.
Exactly. He
truthfully,
and we done told him volunteers are not victims. He better get right. He better get with the program. He volunteered for this shit.
Right, and truthfully,
All him and Levi had to do is apologize, bro. I would have let that shit, and I would have let that shit go.
Well, he tried to embarrass you by saying Levi blocked you.
I mean, he pretty much said it. But Levi blocked me. Okay, cool. So now when I get on Gregory Stubbs' ass, motherfuckers gonna get mad. I'm telling you. And see, and I fuck around and had a nigga come on my channel, but I knocked his fronts out. But I know Rob ain't gonna want that. Rob be like, "Come on, Dana, now you being messy."
That's just crazy. But and I think a lot of people skipping over what R. Kelly actually said. People are contacting him, communicating with him just to get him to say something and then twist his fucking words. Add in a little bit of this, add in a little bit of that, and wonder why we at the point to where I don't even care what the fuck they come out with. I'm good over here minding my fucking business and what I'm doing.
I just had to let everybody know. I just had to let everybody know what their plan was about them trying to take my channel by having Rob come out and talk negative about me. And like I said, and if it happened, I'm gonna say, you know what, Rob, that's fucked up. You listen to them, cool. I'm expose both of them and some more, and I'm just gonna create a whole nother sector. And then when motherfuckers be like, well, Dana, and we need your help, fuck no, you keep going, because I don't play that shit.
But the reality is, even Steve Greenberg came out and said that he's obviously listening to some of the wrong people. So who those people are, we may not know, but at the end of the day, it don't change what I just said. Like, clearly he's being ill-advised.
Well, and when niggas like Sean Harris still in his ear, it's nothing I can say. That shit alone, when I heard that tonight, that shit pissed me off. But I was ready to say fuck it then.
Right.
Because you still listen to a nigga but that stole money from you and that threw your motherfucking trap, man. Fuck that.
Right.
I ain't desperate for nothing.
But who can confirm that Sean is still in the picture?
Oh no. I got a real confirmation tonight from somebody that talked to him every day. So with that being said, I got a feeling that core links is being ran by him. Because messages only come out from the core links on the days that Rob had visitation.
Right.
And Rob can get on core links every day.
So that's what it just seemed like. It's just boiling down to. You had people coming out, putting on the facade, they doing all this. You had people that scoped them out and decided they were going to run interference and then position the people that they wanted to put next to him to do they business. And that's what we saw play out. Like, even as I hear these people try to flip how they gravitated towards you, you didn't make them people come to you. Like, they saw you, they liked you, they decided to use your voice to put out things that they wanted to get out and, help you build your content. But at the same time, why get mad and start making issues about stupid little shit when clearly you could have just started your own channel, did your own thing? Simple.
Right.
I told people, I said something a long time ago. I said these people came on YouTube chasing who's close to R. Kelly.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.
They came on phases. When Dana came on phases, they came out. They loved Dana J. This thing when the fuck Kelly came out, they say, "Oh, that's his cousin." They went over there and started chasing Levi. Then when Dunn came out, he the muscle. Oh, they started chasing Dunn. Like this is the pattern that this shit went.
And truth be told,
they had a closer relationship. The people followed.
Right. And truth be told, a lot of these people wanted to gravitate towards them because they wanted to make an issue with me. So to avoid sharing my content or doing their own thing or whatever they could have did, they wanted to put shit out here about me and start slandering me, start having people attack me and all that other goofy ass shit. But like I said, we all came out of the same types of group. When I seen a nigga like Bubba sitting in the groups and these fans gravitating towards him, but all they want to talk about on YouTube is a Dana J, nah, y'all can't tell me shit.
No.
Why the fuck wasn't he on the stand?
Right. Ain't no reason why he ain't no reason.
None. His name, he was an exhibit. Why wasn't he on the stand?
Then one of the star witnesses come out and say she gave the man money out of a settlement.
Great question.
This is an employee of R. Kelly's. He's a part of R. Kelly entourage, and this is a woman who sued R. Kelly, but she gave his entourage member $4,000-$5,000 from her settlement. That's extortion, clear as hell. Like, why are you giving somebody that's connected to him money from a settlement that you took?
And meanwhile, he opening up businesses and stuff. They over here trying to create a RICO, but they ain't show nothing that this man acquired or contributed from this so-called racketeering.
And see, to top that off is, why not even put him on the stand? Because if there's any evidence of a RICO, wouldn't he be the one person you would want to talk to about that?
Right. Wouldn't you bring Daryl McDavid in, since you had all these alleged settlements mentioned in the RICO? Like, why? See how they separate? This is why I know these people slow. You got the state case that was dropped. Daryl McDavid was acquitted of obstruction. He the one who was passing out all the checks, and he was handling the money, yet he ain't in the RICO case. Let's stop.
The number one thing involved in the RICO normally is a paper trail.
And he was the accountant and the manager. Make it make sense.
Accountant / bookkeeper, all that stuff. If anybody would have a trail on it, he would.
No, Bubba never took the stand. They didn't.
Bubba,
no.
You're right. Bubba never took the stand.
But Bubba never took the stand.
But Daryl McDavid did. So Daryl McDavid, you would think, and he got acquitted. And he was supposed to be sent on the RICO. Man, look, come on now. Why did?
And on top of that, you brought Aaliyah in the situation, and your star witness, old Johnny Boy, told you that Daryl McDavid put him up to the ideal as well. So you got Barry Hankerson, you got Johnny, and you got Daryl McDavid. So you missing all three of them in this so-called RICO. Right. So that was my point in pointing that out. If you gonna sell me a RICO, you're gonna have to bring me the people that's pulling the strings.
And then Johnny get on the stand and clearly say R. Kelly had nothing to do with bribing fish.
How you get an ID that ain't got no date of birth on it?
Right. That's the whole. What's the point of getting the ID to get the marriage if the ID ain't gonna have no date of birth on it?
I'm gonna get married in Chicago and go get it annulled in Detroit.
But then guess what, Prim? I talked to somebody from Cook County. They said, hey, if they got married and got ain't no way they can get they got an annulment 3 days later. They would have never even got a printed marriage. It would have canceled out in the system.
And
right.
And then there goes another question: how in the hell could the marriage be annulled 3 days later when R. Kelly had to fly back out of town because he had to go back to Lafayette, Louisiana, on a tour that stopped because of Demetrius Smith's call talk about Aaliyah was supposedly in trouble, but he stopped his tour because of that.
Right.
You can't annul because, like I said, they got married August 31st, 94, which was on a Wednesday. 3 days later is on a Saturday. You can't annul the marriage on a weekend. Plus, he out of town too. No.
It would never print.
That's actually why I feel like they couldn't legitimize a marriage. So what they did was they brought in the the 3 witnesses, actually 4. They had a clerk that wasn't even the official clerk. They had the pastor. They had Strong Face, and
hold on right there, sis. The pastor testified that after performing the ceremony, he gave a license. He gave a certificate. He gave a license or whatever it was. He gave it to Demetrius Smith in the state of Illinois. and you can go look it up. It's public record.
He was supposed to send it in.
Only the pastor performing the ceremony can turn in a marriage certificate.
Right.
Nobody else.
So that's what signaled to me that, hey, something ain't right. And number two, what you just said, if hypothetically this marriage was annulled, that means it didn't happen. That means you don't have a record of it. That's why you needed the witnesses to corroborate the shit that they came out here and implicating themselves in and throwing the blame on R. Kelly, which is why I said 6 degrees of separation. Johnny said himself R. Kelly had nothing to do with the bribing. So guess what? That's Johnny charge.
Yep.
Hey, but see, we get called out for thinking though. So
yeah, and then say, well, why wasn't that brought up in court? We already done established that his defense wasn't really working for his defense. A lot of them, they tried to flam, and if y'all recall me telling y'all, what they told me is they were doing this whole, well, they don't really have to put up a defense. The government has to prove his guilt. Man, I'm black in America. You got to have a fucking defense. They ain't trying to hear no shit talking about some. They gotta prove you. No, you gotta prove you innocent.
Yeah, you gotta prove you're innocent. But this is the first case that we've seen when a guy was proved was presumed guilty before he even went to trial.
It's the first case that it's the first case for some, but they ain't in reality. Right. Maybe they don't know people who've been falsely accused. Maybe they don't know the tactics the feds use in order to get you to take a plea deal. They don't know how they'll use people who are criminals to testify against you and get them a slap on the wrist while they monkey ass sit out here and try to judge the next.
And that's why I say, man, you go back and look at Chicago. I tell people, man, the signs is there. If you go back and look at Judas, the Black Messiah, the guy that set up Fred Hampton, who was he? And how did he become what he became? He got caught, if you think about it, on Judas the Black Messiah. This shit is in Chicago. Fred Hampton was killed by the federal government, allegedly, in Chicago. But they caught a brother still in the car, arrested him, and when they went to go charge him, they asked him, will he be willing to cooperate with them? Because they needed a black brother to go inside, get inside of the Black Panther to tell them the operation. They let the dude out of jail. He went and became a Black Panther. He set these people up.
And we see the same shit, though. Ain't that the same thing that happened to Malcolm?
Same shit.
Yep.
Martin Luther King, same shit. It's the same.
They send people in, like that's the FBI, CIA tactics. They infiltrate the black movements. They turn us against each other, and we wonder why shit don't get accomplished because people can't focus on the actual movement without worried about everybody's feelings and shit.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. And see, what still confuses me is how can the minister the pastor who supposedly had married Leah and R. Kelly, the man said he handles all the marriage certificates all the time, but this particular time he did not. So what happened for him to not handle that particular one?
No, bump that. Anybody I know that got married, usually you have to get the church, you have to counsel with the pastor and shit like that. You
don't see the
they
people
don't just marry you.
You have to counsel these people before you marry them. So
exactly.
You can make
it make sense.
Exactly. So how the hell this dude didn't even handle the marriage certificate at all? Barely say he saw who he married. What kind of bootleg pastor is he?
Right.
That don't make no kind of sense.
But I'm wrong for saying, okay, well, if this is the case you putting on, why ain't you prosecuting this janky ass pastor, this clerk that got bribed? Why you ain't prosecuting these women talking about they were abusing minors on video while they over here talking about they were brainwashed and shit, motherfucking lie. Like y'all just all over the place with y'all story. You got the people over here advocating for the victims, but you gonna skip, like I just said, them saying that they abusing minors. Like Tasha K came out here and put V on blast, talking about she on video abusing her minor niece. I think that's who it was. But anyway, she didn't appear in the case, but these were the tactics they were using Tasha K platform and other platforms to fish out these people to get them to cooperate and go along with some of these stories and or just sit back quiet.
Shit crazy, man. But see, a lot of people like it's a lot of people that took a lot of the people that's been abused, then made R. Kelly the face of their abuser. A lot of the people that's out here doing the abuser, then push their shit off on R. Kelly so people would not look at their shit.
Right.
It's like this shit crazy, man. But all you gotta do is keep on looking and keep on talking about this shit. It's gonna start to make sense. A lot of people, they put their feelings into this shit versus the facts. And a lot of people look at shit morally. An older man in his 50s dating an 18-year-old girl, you may not like that, but is it illegal?
Right.
You know, you take a witness and give a fucking woman Section 8. Then you send her on a trip out of town. But then y'all just say R. Kelly something to the Bahamas. Did y'all try to charge him for that? Obstruction?
Right.
Y'all want to charge him for obstruction, but then y'all, the government, can send her out of town to Florida.
Right.
A vacation in Florida.
They can charge him with coercing and enticing, but they can coerce, entice, and intimidate their witnesses.
Right.
Yeah. This is the government system we pay taxes for.
Exactly. So as I insinuated earlier, I think a lot of people in Chicago, if they start pushing audits, a lot of the corruption that we talking about, they'll start to fish that out. Because I know in towns like where I'm from, again, when they start doing audits, people start getting fired. Investigations start getting launched.
And see, the thing is, they don't want to do that in Chicago. I remember a story broke. They say somebody shot a citizen shot another citizen right in front of Kim Fox, and they didn't do shit about it.
Right.
And now you pass a law, no bail, so the judge can make a decision on who get bail and who don't.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another argument from the defense. Bail is supposed to be a way to ensure that the client shows up to court. The fact that they allowed all this agitation to give them the leeway to use that and hold that against him and deny him his right to properly prepare for his defense, as well as allow these people to interfere with his case, again, bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And seeing the thing with that is with R. Kelly, he's always appeared at every court date. He never had an issue. Only one court date he didn't show up for, and he was legitimately sick at that point. That was only one. Every court date he has shown up for, he's never missed. He's always done anything that the court has asked for him. There was no grounds for not giving him a bail.
From my understanding, they put it in the paperwork as though he's a flight risk, and then they started to cite the defense fund and the fact that his fans and supporters were willing to raise the money on his behalf.
But didn't they catch the guy that allegedly killed Takeoff on the run to the airport with a bag full of money with a passport, allegedly?
Yep.
Well, according to his defense, they claim that he had that planned previous to being charged, and then once he found out he was charged, he canceled his plans.
Yeah.
But again, that's why you have a mouthpiece, and R. Kelly mouthpieces just weren't flapping hard enough.
Yeah, I'm just trying to trip out and talk about. I'm just thinking about this. Like, how can R. Kelly be a flight risk when if he don't like to fly?
Right.
He believed.
He believed. Well, he don't like to.
Yeah, don't mean he going to.
He believed he could fly. Well, sis, I'm gonna end up getting up out of here. Prima, inbox. I'm gonna look on my phone, on my Cash App, and see. If not, then I'm gonna inbox you on Facebook.
Okay.
J Rock, hold it down. Chat. POP. Mama, I love you.
Yeah, Prima, I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to go ahead and get on off as well, but I'm still gonna order my cookies too. I'm still putting that out there. So I have to go ahead and cash up you on that also.
Okay.
Okay, because I even got one of my best friends. I told him about those cookies. He said because I showed him your website. He said what kind of cookie? I was like, he said, man, I said those are strawberry lemonade. He's like, I ain't never heard of no shit like that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, dude, how you strawberry lemonade? I'm still trying to, and he just looked at me, he just trying to shake his head like, I can't believe, I don't even know how that even I can't even describe that in my head. I said, look, I got a partner who ordered some. He even took the crumbs off the damn cookies. That when the cookies were gonna put him on his ice cream after. He's like, damn, he ain't even waste a crumb. I said, nope. He said, well, shit. Well, shit, let me know. Hell, order some and let me know and see what's what. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and I'll probably try to hit you up this weekend. So just go on your site and then just go ahead and get you on Cash App that way.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw you had you said like it was like 12, like what was it? A choice of 12 or was it 8? Or was it like
12?
You get 12 or was it like 8 jumbo?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to decide which one. I'm gonna go ahead and try to I'm gonna go ahead and just try with the 12. I'm gonna go with the 12 from there. I'm gonna talk to him to see if he may order some or he might just say, you know what, let me try a couple of those and see if I like them, then I'll just go ahead and just order some. Yeah, the Super Bowl coming up next couple of weeks. So
yeah. Did you get my email?
No, I didn't.
It's modelshanissa@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. I'm definitely going ahead and put that up in there. And I'm pretty sure with the Super Bowl coming up, you probably gonna have a lot of orders. I know.
Yeah, I might do a pop-up shop too.
Okay, shoot, but I'm definitely gonna hit you up on that. You said modelshanissa@gmail.com.
Yep.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Well, you have a good night.
All right, you too. Peace out to everybody in the chat.
Bye.
Lil Young.
That was a good question. Who asked that? As far as the bond, that's a good question. I'm going to be inquiring about the bond that they're still holding. You know, if y'all don't remember, he had made bond and then somebody made bond again and they decided to hold it because they end up coming with the federal charges. So honestly, at this point, I don't know what happens to that, being that case has been dropped. But like I said, I'll do some checking into it. I appreciate everybody for dropping in tonight. Like I said, I basically tried to move out the way and just stick to dropping content and let everybody else have their lives. But I'll try to put more energy into setting some time so that we could just have this time to bond, talk, shoot the shit, and unwind. Have a couple laughs, you know, because I know this could be a little stressful for those who have invested a lot of time and energy in this. But yeah, I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I hope you enjoyed the live tonight. Other than that, y'all can check out my site, www.pdpastries.com. My email should be listed on there. You could also reach out to me on social media to make any orders. And I appreciate your support. Have a good night.